I'm a cargo van queen, rolling steady on the road. Got my seatbelt locked and my spirit on go. Every mile I take, I'm covered in grace. God's riding shotgun, keeping me safe. Check the tires, check the brakes. I don't rush, no careless mistakes. Mirrors set hazards right. I move smart, I move right, 'cause every trip matters, I'm making it home. Faith in my heart while I'm driving along. 'Cause some days get heavy, some lows feel long, but I whisper a prayer and I stay strong. I'm a cargo van queen, moving mountains in a day, working hard, staying focused, watching blessings come my way. When the road gets rough, I don't break, I don't bend, 'cause I know who I am and who's with me to the end. Yeah, I'm a cargo van queen, cargo van queen. I'm a cargo van queen. Grace on the wheel, faith in between. If you're rolling out there feeling tired and small, just know you're built strong, you can handle it all. Every slow down, setback, every detour you find, it's God redirecting you, protecting your grind. Keep your eyes on purpose, keep your heart on hold. You're never alone on this winding road. I speak life into my journey, I claim peace over my route. Every mile I face with courage, every doubt gets kicked out, covered in favor from above. And everything I do with love. I'm a cargo van queen, moving mountains in a day, working hard, staying focused, watching blessings come my way. When the road gets rough, I don't break, I don't bend, 'cause I know who I am and who's with me to the end. Yeah, I'm a cargo van queen, driving purpose, driving dreams, driving purpose, driving dreams. Cargo van queen, cargo van queen. I'm a cargo van queen, cargo van queen. I'm a
Another day, another load, another route of motion. It's the anthem for the ones who drive with purpose. That's right. Yeah. Sun up, boost down, keys in the van. He ain't waiting on luck, we sticking into the plan. Every mile got meaning, every stop got truth. He built his lane from the bottom, no excuse. Road life made him, pressure never broke him. Even when it's dark, faith still spoke to him. Turn hard days into stories he could bring. Everybody know him as the cargo king.
He run the road, never chasing the crowd. It came to him 'cause he held it down. From city to city, he moving that freight on time locked in. Yeah, he never late, he got drive, he got heart. He do big boy things, turning stress into strength. That's what hustle brings, building strong from the ties to the whole damn scene. Yeah, they call him cargo king.
Yeah, night shift hitting, he don't lose no steam. Seeing visions in the rear view bigger than they seem. Mapping out goals like dots on the map. Greatness ain't luck, it's the grind and the gap. He ain't perfect, but he's steady. When opportunity calls, he ready. No fear, no doubt. He let purpose ring, that's why the road respect the cargo king. It ain't the van, it's the vision. It ain't the mile, it's the mission. You don't need a castle to be royalty, just grit, God, and discipline, yeah.
He run the road, never chasing the crown. It came to him 'cause he held it down. From city to city, he moving that freight on time locked in. Yeah, he never late, he got drive, he got heart. He do big boy things, turning stress into strength. That's what hustle brings, build a strong from the ties to the whole damn scene. Yeah, they call him cargo king. Long nights, long roads, long dreams, he made them real.
No shortcuts, no fear.
No fear, just faith and gears.
Long live the cargo king, yeah.
What's good, fam? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Man, I hope y'all week been as good as mine. Like I tell you all the time, every day we wake up is a blessing, and your boy's been having a blessed week, and I hope you have too. And man, we're going to have some fun tonight. We got some stuff to talk about. I won't say stuff. We got a topic to talk about because I'm just being over here. I just be sitting here like, I'm sorry, this is my little thing, like Whoopi Goldberg when she was in the movie in the rocking chair, The Color Purple, sitting in the rocking chair in the kitchen just waiting. That's me. I be watching y'all move, and I just be waiting on y'all. But I'm gonna explain to you why we've been waiting on you and what's been holding you back. Because your boy, we're working on systems, we're working on business. I promise next Sunday, we're gonna get back on, the business side of things, because it's all I tell you all the time, personal development, business development, hand in hand. And we're going to talk about that, and we're going to pick up some of that business stuff next week. But we got one more thing to talk about. Well, I guess we got multiple, but tonight we're going to talk about, what you waiting on, because we waiting on you. It made me think about a couple days ago. I was sitting there reminiscing them young days. And, your boy played basketball. And one time it was a summer league game. I was on a fast break going up to go for a dunk. And it was this little bitty short guy. He could not jump with me. I don't even know why. The guy had to be like 5'2", 5'3". He come running behind me on the court. I can hear him, but I wasn't worried about it because your boy takes off. Well, used to take off. Now, I'm not even jumping off a curb with these knees. Nope. My elevation and my hops now is probably 3 inches. But anyway, I went up for the dunk. He jumps, undercuts me because he ain't high enough. And I come down on this good old wrist right here. Break it. And I didn't know it was broken because I'm stubborn. Y'all know your boy BG. So I'm in the stands because I'm like, I got to go. And I drive to the house, but I'm telling my mama I just sprung it. That was the first break I ever had. I didn't know what it felt like. I'm like, it's sprung. So I was in there ice and hot, putting my hands in my mama pots, her good pots too, sticking my hand in there for the hot water, then icing it. And after about 2 weeks, my mom was like, nah, that ain't right. We got to go to the doctor. Come to find out I broke it. I'm running around thinking it's sprung, really wrapped up, still trying to cross over and dribble like a crazy dude. Just don't make no sense. Just slow. But in the meantime, when I came back with that cast, I couldn't play in summer league. But I was going to the game, still supporting my team. And I'm just sitting there in the stands. People be like, oh, sorry, B, you can't play. They used to call me Reverend. They used to call me Pastor, Savior. My name, because my name. The preacher man. And so I'm just wearing the cast. But my coach, he was mad about that when he got out of the summer league, got back to school. And he was mad because he said I shouldn't have been out there doing X, Y, Z. And I'm like, it's summer league, whatever. So we start 12th grade season, and coach didn't want to play me. I'm on the bench. He would not play me. And then one day, my homeboy, I never forget him, old C. We was losing the game with a rivalry, and he screamed out, and C don't get mad. C is calm as I don't know what. But he didn't want to lose that game, and he was fussing, yelling. And he looked at me and cussed me out, get to it in the game. And I say, whoa, I'm on the bench. I ain't the coach. Because he was waiting on me. We've been playing and hooping together since we were little kids. And so over time of him saying it, because he was the star player on the team, because I wasn't the best player on the team. He was the star. Coach finally looked, Rev, because he started the Reverend thing. Get in the game. We came back. We won. Won the blew out. Next game comes around, I'm back on the bench. Now, the team, the people in the school, they know what's going on. So they would start chanting when games would get out of hand. We need the Reverend. We're the pastor. And so when I would come in the game, again, I'm not the best player. I had unique talents, which I'll tell you about, that helped started building systems in my life. And those talents got me in the game. And they would help us come back and win, not because I was doing all the scoring. That was not what was happening. This is high school. And so that brought the nickname Savior, because I would be on the bench. They would bring me in. Basically, they were waiting on me to get in and do whatever I did with my boy. I knew how to set the picks. I knew where he was going to be at. I knew where the passing was going to be at. We had little tails. And that's what got some of those nicknames. And it made it to the point where certain people in the school, they'd be like, what take you so long to get in the game? We're waiting on you to get in the game so we can win. That was the first tale when I had to realize sometimes people be waiting on you so that the team, the family, your loved ones, all that can hit success. Yeah, when we get to where we're going tonight, y'all be like, what is going on? That's probably the name on the screen. I know y'all like, Daddy, Coach. I'm going to get to that throughout the night. But that was the first part that got us to, we're still waiting on you. Now, before I keep going, I'm going to go ahead, holler at the fam, because I don't want to get behind you. You know your boy squirrel in the middle. Let's start talking to them. I'm going to come back to the story. So, because we want to stop waiting on you. And right now, we waiting on you like them people was in the stands waiting on your boy. We in the stands waiting on you. And I'm going to get to that. But let me holler at the fam. What's going on, D? What's going on? Mr. Drive Time is in the building. He talking about what's going on, fam. They in here having whole conversations, chilling. How about you, Mr. Drive Time? I'm okay. They having whole conversations. That's what I'm talking about. Thumbs up. Mr. Drive, you was Draymond Green setting picks and beating up people. Hey, whatever you want to call it, that's what was happening. What's going on, boy? That H-Town in the building. What's going on, baby? What's going on, Third Ward? What's going on? Man, but yeah, caught up with that because I'm getting back to the story. So, because I'm trying to get you to understand systems in your life. Systems. So I was a system player. I knew how to play within the system. I wasn't a high scorer. I wasn't a top rebounder. I was a beast on the boards. I guess you could say I was close to top rebounder, but that's neither here nor there. But I was a system player within the system in my high school. That just so happened to help me where I was able to play college ball. Now, in college ball, the system looked a little different. That was amazing. I had a coach. You would have thought we was in Cali with Coach Carter, the way my coach coached. You gonna run. I remember we used to leave out the school. I went to Paul Quinn in Simpson Stewart, in Dallas, Texas, Simpson Stewart Drive. We would run down Simpson Stewart Drive to I-45, and then we would run I-45 south because it was a hill, and then we had to run up and down this hill on the side of the freeway 10 times, run back down the hill, back up 45 going north, back to the school, down Simpson Stewart Drive to the gym, and we had to do it because you couldn't cheat it. You could not cheat. You had to do it because the coach would drive around the freeway, and by the time he got around there, he see who ran the hills, and he wouldn't leave until you ran your heels. You couldn't cheat it. I was always first. I'm a runner. I was. He's a runner. He's a rock star. I was running. Told y'all thought that drive when I was like, I'll be like Forrest Gump in this van. I've been Forrest Gumping in my whole life. Systems. And so another thing our coach in college used to do, we had to run the bleachers. He would set the clock to 20 minutes, and we'd just run the bleachers for 20 minutes. We hated it. We knew what he was trying to do, but we didn't truly understand. But that was part of that technique. And in college, same thing. Whenever we got in the game, I would be the person that pressed the ball, trap at the beginning, 6'3". I'm trapping in the beginning, running all around the system. But they were waiting for me to get in the game to run that system. And when I did, because I just was stuck out, that's part of my thing. I would run, get me in the game. But I understood basketball. It wasn't until I got to the military where I became the scorer. When playing overseas and all that stuff, I became the scorer. System. But it was what got me in the game. Now, the thing I want to ask you, are you in the game? Or what, are you in the game, or what, are you sitting on the bench? What's holding you up from joining the game? Why are you sitting on the bench? Are you not knowing how to play the system? You don't know the system. I'm talking about life, business, cargo van, all that stuff. You're sitting on the sideline. You ain't making that money. Why? Have you not developed your system? Or maybe you have. Some people have developed the system, and they're wondering why their system is plateauing and it's not growing. I know why, but we're going to get to it. Why is your system not growing you? Why? What are you waiting on? What is holding you back? I want y'all to think about that. Tell me in the chat. Y'all might already know. Tell me in the chat what's holding you back from reaching whatever level it is in life. It ain't got to be financial. It could be your family. What's holding you back from reaching those goals you have with your family, your faith? What's holding you back with reaching your goals with your fitness? Your finances, we know that. But what's holding you back? Whatever your pillars are, what's holding you back? Because somebody's waiting on you. And we're trying to figure out why. The same way I was on the bench, people were waiting me to get in the game with all the nicknames. The same way I was on the bench, people was waiting me to get in the game so we could set all these traps and run crazy because of the system that I had built in myself. What's holding you back? I'm going to go over here because, oh, man, what's going on, Third World Tech? What's the deal, baby? What's the deal? T-Dub, what's going on, fam? Good evening, everybody. What's up? Everybody speaking. You know I love when y'all speak. I love it. What's going on, Ro? What's good, baby? What's good? But yes, now that brings it around because I'm finna skip ahead. This is years ahead. Me and my wife married, got 3 kids. We're going to talk about kid number 3. Hence the name, Daddy Coach. Now, I got to a point, even playing overseas. I remember I was playing in Italy, and I went up for a rebound, got the rebound. When I went to spin to pass it out, the dude on my team, Reese, he came down. He was a power forward, a center, whatever you want to say. We were both on the block, getting the rebound. And he landed on my foot as I was turning, and that's when that knee popped in and out of place. And your boy had to sit down for a while and reevaluate your life. And I was like, yeah, it might be time to hang these things up. I'm getting injured a little too much. I'm grown now. I got a family to take care of. I can't be limping around. And over time, I had knee surgeries and all that. But boy 3, because all my kids play sports. But boy 3, I had time on my hands. I had time on my hand. But yeah, I started coaching him. And over time, because I was coaching him since he first started Little League. I'm talking about he started at like 2 or 3. And it was just like teaching the game to a bunch of little kids. So I'm the coach. And over time, he started referring to me as Daddy Coach. And so the other kids on the team started referring to me as Daddy Coach. So I got a bunch of little kids referring to me as Daddy Coach, and they all 2-3 years old. And then the age got to 4 years old, 5-year-old, and it just kept going. Daddy Coach. I was coaching my son up until it was time for me to pass him off to another coach because I wanted him to go succeed under another coach. But I was always Daddy Coach, Daddy Coach, Daddy Coach. Why? Because I stepped from one side of the game to the other. I didn't leave the court. I was still on the court. I just was coaching. I wasn't playing. I was instilling the knowledge, the skills, teaching the systems that I had from basketball to the next generation. Daddy Coach. That's why it's on the screen, because it's going to make sense, I promise you. And so I remember it got to the point one time, even with coaching them, I had to go TDY to San Antonio. And I left the other coach, I left my boy 1 and 2 in charge of coaching the kids. Now it's brother coach. And so I'm calling, I'm giving pep talks, making sure the kids know what to do so that they can succeed. And they won. That was the funniest game that I think I got a report back on in my life, because boy 3, they won the game. The score was 24-2. And I say 2. Boy 3 felt bad that the other team didn't have no points, so he scored a basket for them. That's why they got the 2 points. They really got blew out, but my boy, he decided he was going to hit a layup for them and score them a bucket so they can have a score over there too. The dude is like 5 at the time. He's 5. And he's scoring baskets, so they won 24-2. That because it threw me off at first, because I'm like, all right, how did he do? How many points he had? And it's like, he had 26 points. And I'm like, 26? I say, they only scored 24. He scored all 24 points. They was like, yeah. I said, hold on, but you said 26. They was like, yeah, he scored for the other team because he felt bad they didn't have no points at 5. This kid of mine. But that was passing it on. And when I say we're waiting on you, that kid that passing that system on, teaching them, it didn't just teach them the system of scoring. It taught them the system of sharing, compassion. Again, I told them we ain't scoring on for the other team again like that. That's not what we're going to do. But it was teaching systems. The people, when we got to the game, when they see him, they was like, hey, he here. Because they was waiting on him, because they knew what type of coaching style. The kids, they built into the system. They was just happy to be there. You seen them baseball movies where it's the kid out in outfield picking flowers? I had some of those kids over the years. They still Daddy Coach. Now, This is where you come in. When I say we're still waiting on you, what is holding you up? I'm going to holler at the fam, then I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to give you a scenario. Steady grinding in the building. What's good, fam? Now, since we got steady grinding here, steady grinding. I know what it is, but I want to be able to put it on the screen. Put your tags in there on the screen for your social medias, because steady grinding, we starting a challenge. We all finna be on the court. We all finna be on the court. Steady grinding them is starting a challenge starting Monday. And I'm gonna let them put in the what they social media handles is. We're gonna throw that on the screen because I want you to be a part of the challenge too. We gotta go out there and get it together, because that's what teamwork is. Teamwork make the dream work, and we're gonna get it together. So put that in steady grind. I want you to put your tags in there so we can get over there and follow you with the challenge. What's up, T-Dub? What's going on? Got everybody speaking. What it do? Steady grinding, everybody. We finding out there was another Michael Jordan before Kobe. BG is a court legend and did not tell nobody. Hey, it didn't go down like that. South Carolina in here, them Carolina boys. There they go. Y'all know that. You know it too well. Slick, the delivery guy, Mr. Drive Time. Them just two of our Carolina boys. We got a few of them. Now, here goes the part I want you to think about. We got me out the way of why we got to Daddy Coach on the screen and we still waiting on you. We got all that out the way. So now I want to give you a scenario. Now, y'all know your boy. We're going to stick with basketball since that's the vein we in. You know, I'll be like, hey, LeBron James, did you imagine LeBron James in a cubicle? LeBron James would go crazy sitting in a cubicle because he need to be on the court. They're waiting on him. You know, when you see people get mad and they pay for tickets for a game and that star player sits out and it's like, hey, I paid my money to come here. I came to see the star player. That's who I want to see. Right now, you're the star player. People are waiting on you. They coming to see you. And it made me think, because I use names like you seen it. I use LeBron. We brought up Kobe. You seen Mr. Drive Time also bring up Michael Jordan. But it's one part that it was bugging me this past week when I was like, what is going on? How can I help the fam see what I'm talking about? Then I realized, because you know your boy, I don't really utilize anomalies. But the names I was giving you, what is anomalies? There ain't going to be too many LeBron James. That's an anomaly. Kobe Bryant, that's an anomaly. Michael Jordan, that's an anomaly. So I was like, that's what's holding people back. You are holding yourself up because you're trying to be the anomaly. I'm not saying you can't be the anomaly. I want you to be the anomaly. But I'm saying that we talked about the fears in St. Louis. If you wasn't there, you better be in Cincinnati, because we're going to recap it before we go in the next one. Cincinnati, end of the month in September 26th, I think. But neither here nor there. Then I had to realize I had to explain it to you from the terms of people like me. Because remember, I told you I wasn't a star player. I have to explain it to you in terms of why it made sense in my life and stop giving the star player effect to you. So now, because I'm Daddy Coach, you know what? Before we get there, I'm going to explain to you what it looks like because you're holding back. When I said that star player that you paid your money to go see, and when you get there, they took a rest day, that's what you look like. Or better yet, you ain't getting in the game because we came to see you. We want to see you win. We want to see you succeed. But instead of getting in the game, you might be the floor boy, the guy or girl that comes and cleans the sweat up off the floor when the players fall. Better yet, we want to come see you, but you work in the concession stands, handing out hot dogs and nachos and Dr. Peppers and Cokes. I came to see you win, but you up there frying up chicken baskets. Or better yet, I come to see you win. I'm trying to help you succeed. We do it as a family. We do it as a team. Your spouse is even watching you. Your kids are watching you. Your family is watching you. We know you the one. But then when we show up, you the usher taking us to our seats to watch other people play. You ain't on the court. You ain't even coaching, but you got the skill, and we're waiting to see you put it out there. But we can't because you holding on to it. I thought the fear, and it could be, because you're trying to hold on to it till you get everything perfect, everything right, so you can be LeBron, you can be Mike, you can be Kobe. But what I've learned is you ain't got to be the star player to make a difference. Your family, your loved ones, they ain't asking you to get in that van. They ain't asking you to get in the box truck. They ain't asking you to do none of that and become tomorrow the next JB Hunt of the cargo van, the JB Hunt of the box truck. They want you to get in that cargo van or whatever business you're doing. Or if it's working on your family, they want you to get out there and win that way. So let's change the analogy. We're not going to look at the anomalies. I want you to start thinking along the lines of somebody like the role player, that solid role player. Let's use Steve Kerr. I like Steve Kerr. 3-point assassin back in the 90s. 3-point, and he won championships with Michael Jordan. He was real crucial to that. But I want you to break it down because think about it a little harder. We hit a debate. Michael Jordan had 6 rings. LeBron only got 4. Kobe got 5. We hit a debates. Steve Kerr got 9. We don't hear him in none of the debates, but he a 9-time champion. He won 3 with the Bulls, 2 with the San Antonio Spurs. And then you know what he did? He became the coach and run FOMO with the Golden State Warriors. 2, 3, 4. Well, they went in the order of 3, 2, 4. But what are you waiting on? Because you're sitting here watching the anomalies. You hopping on social media. You're looking at YouTube. You're watching people just go and kill it in whatever avenue of entrepreneurship. You see them go and get it. And whatever financial thing, you see somebody family and they just out there getting it. And you like, man, they sure look like they getting it. Because you're looking at them as the anomaly. And people like me are waiting to watch you win. But you don't even realize that you the Steve Kerr. You don't realize that you already winning, and we just waiting on you to get in the game and win some more. And then when the game go by, that don't mean to stop. That means you become the coach and keep winning. And when you looking, you're like, BG, I ain't no coach. I ain't gonna teach nobody. I can't. It ain't required. This is all metaphors and all that stuff. When I say coach, that means you pour back into other people. You win by watching other people win. Steve Kerr, he on the sideline. He's giving plays, but let's be honest. Most coaches you could have interchanged and they would have won because they had Steph Curry. As Mr. Dry Time already said, I was the Draymond Green. They had the Splash Brothers. They most likely would have won with any decent coach. But it was Stephen Kerr on the sideline that was coaching, so he gets the accolades for getting in the game. Now I'm asking you, what you waiting on? Because we waiting on you to get in the game. And you ain't in the game yet. I don't care what game. And again, if somebody right now I'm not saying you don't work out and practice. Let's take cargo van. That don't mean if you ain't got all the money, you just jump off the porch. No, you might be practicing that, saving the money, driving gig apps, working the job to stack your bread to get in the cargo van, or whatever. You want to open a restaurant, you're doing your research, you're stacking your bread. That's that practice. Nothing wrong with that. But once we're done practicing, when you gonna start playing in the game? When you gonna get on the court? I'm tired of showing up and watching y'all, and some of y'all doing the talking, and you out there being the person handing out hot dogs. Some of y'all ain't even doing that. There's nothing wrong with these positions. It's nothing wrong with being the person that's the janitor. Nothing wrong. But the problem with it is, you know something inside of you is telling you you are destined for greatness, but something's holding you back. And there are people like me, your family, loved ones, we're waiting on you. Why? I have no clue. Of course, I know some of the reason why. Those are the people that's in grind sitters that actually we work through stuff and understand the why. But there's somebody, and I believe it's you, that watches this live, and you like, oh, that was good. Good motivation. But you won't figure out the system. You won't rock with your boy for the system. You won't rock with another content creator or another coach, another mentor. I don't care who it is. But you won't figure out how to make the system work for you. This is part of business. I hope y'all are putting all this together. It ain't just personal development. It's part of business as well. If you don't, that's why I always tell you, show me your network, I'll show you your net worth. Because like I told you about, we hear about LeBron and Kobe. Like, let's stick with Mike. Mike won the championships, but Steve Kerr was right there. He was right there. Steph Curry and the Splash Brothers, they won the championship, but Steve Kerr was right there. You have a support system. Only thing is you won't grow your network and put people on your team, whether you're the star player or the role player. You won't find those right individuals to put on your team. And again, the right individuals to put on your team to make sure you can win. Let me go to the comments. We're gonna come because we ain't gonna clear this up because I'm gonna keep talking to you because I need somebody to tell me what they waiting on. Some holding somebody up. I think it's you. What you waiting on? Tell me. I want to know. Maybe we can. Matter of fact, if you tell me what you're waiting on, we might can dissect some of it right now in real time with the whole fam in the comments. Let's dissect some of it. We want to figure out what you waiting on. Why you ain't in the game? Let me go holler at the fan. Oh, that's Slick. That Slick talking to Drive Time. I see y'all them South Carolina boys, but guess what? Us H-Town boys in the house too. We here too. Yep. What's up, H-Town? What it do, fam? What's going on, D? Good evening to y'all. What's going on? Let's see. I don't know about winning with anybody. To be honest, he had a championship pedigree. He was a player, won. He was a player, won, saw what winning looked like. Yes. Let's use that as the driving point. Ooh. Matter of fact, let me go. I'll come back to it. Let's see. Mark Jackson was a good player, but he never won a chip. He put the team together, but he wasn't. But his way wasn't winning. Ooh, yes. I don't know. We can't put both of them at the same time. Let's start with this one. Then we're gonna go back to the other one. So yes, championship pedigree. That's why I said the right people. You got to know the people that understand. I don't even want to say roles. I want to say understand systems. So when Steve Kerr was winning with Mike, he understood the triangle. That's a system. Remember, I told you. I'm gonna use myself. I told you when I was like, and my system that got me going, that got me to play in high school. I've told you to go back and forth for rebound, but I was leading the team in blocks. I could jump out the gym. You wasn't coming to that cup. My friends used to laugh at me because I was a running joke as well because it was just emotional. But when I would block, especially come down the lane and I'm just throwing it, I did this sound and they would mess with me. Be like, it was like a and they would like, because I'm giving it all I'm trying to throw that thing because one of my techniques was I would try to block it, but also throw it as far as I can up the court when I was blocking it, so that my point guard, it was something that they knew, seeing them can get the going. And so it just all the forces, and they was making fun of me, but that was part of my system. And so because of that athleticism, when I got to college, my coach turned it into running, and I just didn't get tired. I was like Forrest Gump. So my system was, I might not be the best scorer, but you'll never out hustle me. You'll never outwork me. That's what got me on the court. So with that understanding, Steve Kerr understood the triangle. You said Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson didn't have that same system. Certain systems are winning systems. Let's use the coach. I can't think his name right now. Anyway, he was able to put different triangle systems with different people. He took the triangle to Los Angeles with Kobe and Gasol, Kobe and Shaq, like the triangle, because it's a winning system. The problem when I say, and I get when I'm going back and forth because I don't want to lose. I want people to know where my mind going. When I say not winning with anybody and everybody, yes, that's why you hear me all the time. Like, it's other content creators, it's other people out there. I'm not saying my way is right. My way might work for some people, but it might not work for some other people. That's why I say scammers and frauds. Everybody, while there are scammers and fraud, everybody ain't a scammer and fraud. It just might mean their system didn't work for you. It might be working for somebody else, but you got to understand who you align with team-wise, because the system don't work in certain ways. And then there's sometimes somebody just got that natural athlete, that natural dog in them, that it don't matter who you put in front of them, they can put something together. LeBron James, he was a dog and he was going to the finals, but it was no system. He put other people around. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, All of them, they was trying to do their best. That's why they called them the big three, because they hadn't won until you put them together and made a new system. And what I'm saying is, when I say we waiting on you, somebody, including yourself, might not be winning because you haven't aligned yourself with the right people that will be a part of a system that works with your system to help you win, with somebody that's proven to win. That's why I tell you all the time, make sure who you ever talk to, whoever you get information on, make sure they got some type of receipts that they winning. That's all I'm saying. But that ain't the main thing that's holding you from what's holding you up. That's not what's holding. Now I'm gonna get to that. That's what's not holding you up. So let's go to the comments, and then we're gonna start breaking down, because I want you to understand it's a system, but the system isn't holding you up. When I say we still waiting on you, we talk numbers, we talk fear. It's other stuff to scaling and growth. It's other stuff, but the system. That's why we're talking about, because it's not the system that's holding you up. That when I say we still waiting on you, we gonna get there. You gonna get there. Give me a second. Let me catch up with the fam. Yeah, I see what you mean. That was you clearing that up. I got you, Trey. I've been waiting on saving up a little cushion money, have my van, and have done OTR in the van before. Again, that's the good thing. You're building steps, and you have milestones, and you have things that you're doing to get to the van. But then I don't want you to look like some other people that drive van and they be like, why is it not working? Why is it not working? Why is it not working? I'm struggling. I'm going too hard. This X, Y, and Z. It's because you're trying to win without a system. But when I say we're waiting on you, it's something between doing all the steps, something between the championship and the system. So systems make championships. Let's go this way. You're here. The championship's here. I'm putting myself in frame. Let me pull this off the screen. You're here, championship here. There's a system that gets you to win the championship. You're here, but something is stopping, when I say we're waiting on you, from starting the system. It's the first part. I'll tell you what I mean as I go through the comments. Steve hooped with Mike and Duncan. He learned the system from Phil, Jack, and Greg Pop. Yes. Yeah. Trey, you trying to get there. We getting there. Oh man, we getting there. The triangle is dangerous. Every one of them knew their role. Y'all getting there, and they executed precisely. As y'all trying to, y'all don't even realize it. When I bring it all together, y'all are explaining what I'm getting to. When I say we're waiting on you, you're getting to what's holding you back. So I'm finna keep going, because y'all are almost there about what's holding you back. Speaking wisdom. Appreciate you, D. Phil Jackson triangle in Chicago. Yep. Mark wanted Steph to be a true point guard and had Draymond on the bench. Let's not forget Kerr, the league leader in 3-point. Trey, you is right there on it. You are right there on it. What up, fam? Raining here from NorCal. What is Carolina, fam? Y'all be in here. What's going on, Rob? What's going on? What it do, NC? So, Trey is y'all cooking right now. Trey, you right around it. So let's dive into what I've noticed that holding back. Let me give you a recap right quick, especially if you just jumping in. Where was it at? Where did it go? Okay. Steve hooped with Mike and Duncan. Michael Jordan, Duncan. Two different systems, but Steve knew how to get to the system. That's the first one. He was in two different systems. The triangle, every one of them knew the triangle was dangerous. Every one of them knew their role. T-Dub and Trey. Two different systems. Everybody knew their role. That's where the other one at. Mark wanted Steph to be a true point guard and had Draymond on the bench. If you know basketball, Draymond eventually started running the point here and there, bringing it up the court. Steph ran all over the place. Now let's tie it in together, because this is what I believe from watching individuals and studying individuals, working with individuals, coaching individuals, mentoring individuals for years. Remember, you're here. Championship system is that little piece in the middle that's stopping you from getting the system right. The first one was this. The first one, Steve Kerr might have learned the systems because it's two different systems, but the first part is adaptability. What's stopping you when we say we were waiting on you? Remember, I told you I was a blocker. I was setting picks. I was out hustling you. Then a system adapted in college and I had to outrun you. But then by the time I got to the military, I became the scorer. It wasn't that I wasn't a scorer in high school and college. It wasn't that I got faster when I joined the military. It wasn't that I could out hustle you when I joined the military. I was adaptable. The first thing that has you sitting there, not jumping off the porch, is adaptability. The second one, where is it going? Every one of them knew their role. You can't adapt because you're trying to put yourself, and no matter which, I don't care if it's business, I don't care if it's finances, you won't adapt and you're trying to put and plug yourself as you are with no adaptability into every single thing and don't know how to play your role. I say it all the time. You know, as a leader, you know when to lead from the front, from the back, from the side. But what's holding you up, if you're one of those runners that just jumps out front, it's like I said, I was a runner. You jump out front, but you don't know how to pace yourself. You might be in the beginning, but you're going to end up losing because you're going to tire yourself out because you don't know how to adapt to the environment, don't know how to adapt to the system. You don't know how to adapt to whatever it is you're trying to do in life. You won't adapt and you won't play your role. The third one is even though you have to adapt, even though you have to play your role, you still have to remember who you are. You still got to remember that dog in you. No matter where you matter of fact, what movie was that? Was the Notorious movie. And again, not the person. I'm not talking about the person. I'm just talking about the movie. When they said they was like, what would happen if I put you in the jungle rapping? It was like, I don't know, but if you put me in the jungle and came back, I have everybody in there rocking. Adaptability. The first one. Knowing the role that you was finna be in and being able to still have that dog in you.
I'm a car